You know it's bad when your star player drops 53 points along with 10 assists and you still lose. Like, how do you lose when your star player has 53 and 10? That doesn't even make any sense. But that's just what happened with the Nuggets against the Suns. And the Suns' big two, Devin Booker and KD, are honestly just different. And you know what? I thought that the Nuggets were winning the series. After this game, I'm taking the Suns in 7. So the Nuggets lost by 5 points, and KD and D-Book each put up 36. D-Book with 12 assists and KD with 11 rebounds. But once you look at the Nuggets box score, it really becomes a whole different story. MPJ had 11 and 10, Aaron Gordon had 11 points, Jamal Murray had 28, 7 and 5, KCP had 10 points, and Nikola Jokic had 53 points. And to cap off this legendary performance, he also had 11 assists. And this is the first time in NBA history that a center has put up this stat line of 50 plus points and 10 plus assists in a game. So Jokic was literally setting records out there, and his team couldn't win the game. So now we look at the rest of the series. We have Game 5 at home for Denver, so they might take that one, and the Suns might take that one. I'm really not sure what will happen with that game because the Suns, they have all the momentum. They're on a hot streak, D-Book's on a hot streak, so I honestly think the Suns might take this one. At home in Game 6, I honestly think that the Suns will lose just because Jokic has too much to lose. He's going to drop 50 again, but this time he's just going to play better defense too. So then we have a Game 7, and I can't see D-Book, KD, Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, Josh Okogie, and the whole Suns lineup losing a Game 7 to the Nuggets. But if you look at this game a bit closer, the Suns just had the obviously better game. While the Nuggets shot only 0.6% worse from the field, they shot 13% worse from 3, 10% worse from the line, and had 5 less rebounds. Like, you don't win games like that. They also had less turnovers and less fouls, which makes you wonder that wouldn't these balance it out, right? But I wouldn't say it does, because Nikola Jokic, he just can't carry a team. He needs help, and Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. might be helping him. They don't help him enough, frankly. But one thing that could have changed the complete trajectory of the series is if Jokic was ejected, because he elbowed the Suns owner, who's worth $5 billion, in the face. He elbowed a $5 billion NBA franchise owner in the face. And you know what happened to this? Absolutely nothing. Like, sure, Jokic got a $25,000 fine. That's literally nothing to NBA players. Like, $25,000 is really little for someone that makes $50 million a year. But if that happened, I mean, the series will have been over. The Suns are taking it. But one Sun player who's been playing really, really well this series is Devin Booker. And he's honestly proven himself to be a superstar. I mean, at the start of this year, I remember when he was put on the NBA 2K23 cover, I was just in shock because, like, he wasn't that good of a player, right? But, I mean, he's averaging 38 points in the playoffs. That's absolutely 38 points. He's playing better than Jimmy Butler. And Jimmy Butler is like the second coming of Michael Jordan in the playoffs. Well, apparently not Jimmy Butler. Apparently it's D-Book. D-Book's just been playing nuts. But one thing that I had a lot of criticism for the Suns about was their bench. Because, you know, obviously their bench sucks. They trade away all of their depth for KD. But tonight their bench showed up. The Suns' bench had 40 points and outscored Denver's bench by 29 points. And, I mean, the Suns played 10 people last night and the Nuggets only played 8, which is really, really ridiculous because The Nuggets have one of the deepest rosters in the entire NBA. But I guess the Suns were just better tonight. Another thing to take away from this game is that non-Jokic minutes have been really impacting the Nuggets. Because the second that the Nuggets took Jokic out in this game, guess how many points the Suns scored? They scored 9 unanswered points, a 9-0 run towards the end of the third, which ultimately just put them up. And, I mean, Denver has outscored opponents by 34 points in 82 minutes when Jokic has been off the floor. It's not looking like that anymore. Jokic is proving to be dominant, and not having him on the floor is just really bad. And before I end this video, I just want to bring up one more stat. Back in the 1990 season, Michael Jordan averaged 36.7 points per game, 7.2 rebounds, 6.8 assists, and on 51% shooting in the playoffs. This season, Devin Booker is averaging 36.8, 5.1, 7.4, and on 61% shooting. So, is this Devin Booker playoff run better than Michael Jordan's? I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.